welcome to The Tonight Show. You're all here. Thank you for watching. It's gonna be fun. Well, guys, the big story is today in Washington, members of both parties called for all of the Epstein files to be released. But President Trump once again called it a hoax. Yeah, Trump's so desperate to change the subject, he was like, who wants to hear about me dying last week? Remember that? Trump really wants to get the Epstein files off the front page. Today, he ordered Travis and Taylor to get engaged again. He's like, just please, one more time. Some major news from overseas today. Chinese President Xi Jinping, Vladimir Putin, and Kim Jong-un appeared together at China's largest ever military parade. Yeah, the parade was fun, especially when Kim Jong-un had to sit on Putin's shoulders so he could see. I thought that was cute. Meanwhile, Trump watched the entire parade at home yelling, "Where's the Ronald McDonald balloon? Come on, what is this? What kind of parade?" Another big story people are still talking about is the CDC. Last week, RFK Jr. fired its director, and now people are worried that they don't know what they're doing over there. I mean, check out the new frequently asked questions page on the CDC website. First up for the question, what does CDC stand for? It says, pass.
That's not good.
Next up, it says, how do we stop the spread of bird flu? It says, spritz your KFC with Theraflu. You know this? Here's another one. It says, how do I dispose of biohazards? It says, put them in a trash bag and chuck them out the window, White House style.
That's White House style?
And finally, which international groups are you working with to avoid global threats? It says, K-pop demon hunters. So they don't know what they're doing. Don't even... Well, get this, according to a new survey, more people than ever are avoiding the news for the sake of their mental health. For more on this, we turn to our breaking news correspondent, Conrad Peck. Hello, Conrad.
Hi, Jimmy. It's good to be here.
Conrad, over 40% of Americans now say that they're avoiding the news. Do you think that they'll be less informed when it comes to issues like the firing of CDC director? Sorry. What?
I don't want to know, Jimmy. It's just going to make me anxious.
You can't be part of the 40%. You're our breaking news correspondent. You have to be able to talk about the things like the recent summit between China and...
Man, child, why you always come on running at me?
Come on. Well, what about things that everyone already knows? Like the fact that President Trump is...
I can't hear you, I can't hear you anymore.
Why do you have pots and pans?
It's called self-care, Jimmy.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, but this is your job, and if you can't do your job, we're gonna have to let you...
Ding dong, meatballs,
You're fired! You're fired! I'm firing you!
Okay. Hey, I'm sorry. And Jimmy, I do have some breaking news.
Thank you. As a country, we need to be informed. Let's hear it.
So, I already watched the new season of Wednesday. And in the finale, there's a very special...
No, Conrad Peck, everybody! Conrad Peck, get him off the screen! I want to know. Some business news. I read that Uber Eats is now offering deliveries from Best Buy. Yeah, it's perfect if you want to do a little shopping in 2006. Now, instead of a few French fries, your driver takes a bite of your HDMI cable.
Monster cables.
We have monster cables. Guys, listen to this. I saw that you can now download the Instagram app on your iPad.
Oh.
Yeah, which means that you can now lie in bed scrolling and drop an iPad on your face. Hey, did you see this? C-SPAN announced that they will start streaming on YouTube TV and Hulu. Ooh. People who watch YouTube TV and Hulu are like, what the hell is C-SPAN? While people who watch C-SPAN are like, what the hell is YouTube TV and Hulu? And finally, officials at the Seattle airport intercepted over $500,000 worth of fake Labubu dolls. Oh. $500,000 worth. Trust me, they're not worth that much if you saw where he smuggled them. We have a great show. Give it up for the Roots, everybody! show we have for you tonight. He stars of one of the biggest shows in the world, Wednesday. Season 2 is streaming now on Netflix. Steve Buscemi is here! One of my favorites. My favorite actors.
Love that man.
He is a legendary musician whose new album, Who Is the Sky, is out this Friday. We're talking to David Byrne tonight. Who is the Sky?
Come on.
Then later in the show, he's performing his new single, Downstairs at 30 Rock's Rough Trade Record Shop.
Oh,
Really cool.
Fantastic.
You don't want to miss that. And she is a talented actress who you know as Margot Banks in the hugely popular Netflix series, The Hunting Wives. Malin Ackerman is here this evening. Fun show. Hey guys, it's time to play a quiz game that's sweeping the nation. It's time for Any Answer Wins. This is Any Answer Wins, the trivia game where there's absolutely no wrong answers. Now let's meet tonight's two contestants. What is your name and where are you from?
Brooks, I'm from Seattle, Washington.
What is your name and where are you from?
Sylvia, New York City.
You are both correct. You're off to a great start. Now the rules of the game are simple. I'm going to ask you a question, and whoever buzzes in with the correct answer first gets a point. But remember, the correct answer does not actually have to be correct, because any answer wins. Are you ready to play?
Ready.
Cheese.
That's correct. Here's your first question. What does the acronym GIF stand for?
Great ideas for time.
Correct! Very nice. Question number 2, and remember, any answer wins. What is the original Coca-Cola tagline from 1900?
Get you one.
That's right. Coca-Cola, get you one. Very impressive. All right, now it's time for the second round, but this round, the rules are completely different, so pay close attention. This time, I'll ask a question, and whoever buzzes in with the correct answer first gets a point. But remember, the correct answer does not actually have to be correct, because any answer wins. Hang on. I'm being told that the rules are exactly the same as the first round. That's on me. Here's the next question. What is the bird call of the northern mockingbird?
Quack.
Correct. Can we see that in slow motion? All right. Fantastic. Okay, let's move. Oh, do you know what that sound means?
Yes.
And do you know what that sound means?
No.
That's correct. You're both right. But it also means it's time for the lightning round. And for this round, you'll be working together. I'm going to go back and forth, asking you a series of rapid-fire questions, which you must answer immediately. We'll see how many you can guess correctly in 30 seconds. The last record was 4. So let's try to beat that. Ready? 30 seconds on the clock. Let's begin. What is the main ingredient in marzipan?
Potatoes.
What is President Calvin Coolidge's most famous quote?
Pizza.
What is Bruno Mars' real name?
Ugo.
What animal has the longest tongue?
Snake.
Finish this song really. You come to me with open arms and
Open heart.
who was the most recent woman to win a Pulitzer Prize?
Time.
What's the opposite of purple?
Green.
What's the first product scanned with a barcode?
Nothing.
Which element was the chemical symbol K?
Potassium.
Ah! Actually, it's very nice. Very good. Time is up. Let's calculate the results. You got a perfect score! You both win! Congratulations! Tonight, you'll both be going home with 3 tubes of German mustard, yours to distribute any way you like. Thank you for playing Any Answer Wins, the game where any answer, that's correct. We'll be right back with more Tonight Show, everybody.